Hey, welcome to my channel. This is Spirit Soul Sense, information for your soul. And Anthony Ramos just dropped an album. Didn't even know he sang like that, but I'm here for it, okay? His album is called The Good and the Bad. I think that's a great title for like life, right? So Anthony Ramos, I didn't know he existed until I was watching Spike Lee's Nola Darling, the remake, and his Mars character. I enjoy Mars so much. I love a man who can be goofy, and I think he just played that role so well. I loved every time he was on screen. I didn't like him and Nola together, so I just didn't feel like she could appreciate him like I could appreciate him. But he was a great character, great actor. I realize now that he was on Hamilton, which is like one of the best plays ever. I haven't seen it. And I haven't seen anything else that he's done, but he popped up on my YouTube, like these music videos, and I was just engrossed. I'm so into his style. I'm so into his look. I'm so into his vibe and like his energy. It's good. And the album is really, really good. It's like lovely. I don't think an album is an album if it doesn't have a story, if it doesn't have skits. I need to hear some kind of talking. And all of those pieces are in here. It's really like exquisite. Like he just did a phenomenal job on this. So it's like there's so many lessons inside of this album. And I'm all about lessons. If you're here on my channel and you like lessons and growth and learning things, then watch some of my other videos. But the lessons from this album, I think, we are social beings, social creatures. We need other people in order to survive. As babies, we would not be able to survive on our own like some other animals could. And in such, we have created relationships to have like such a pivotal role in our lives. And so Mr. Ramos talks about relationships, and not just romantic relationships. He talks about familiar relationships too. And I can just relate. I mean, our lives are so different. Like I don't know what we might have in common. African lineage, maybe? I don't know. Our lives are so different, but I feel like I can relate to some of the things he's talking about on so many levels. Like that one song about one more hour. Like, haven't we all started like new love and wanted to just spend one more hour with this person if I could just see them for a little bit longer because you're enjoying the feeling so much? Like, relationships are so important. And then, he's also talking about his father and, how his father wasn't always there and how he worked through that relationship and is still in contact with him. I saw the video for it and I'm pretty sure that's his father in the video. I think that's so beautiful. I have had definitely difficult relationship with my father, and it's still like a growth and learning curve for me, but I love seeing these kinds of images on screen. I love listening to this sort of music that has, something underlying, a lot of positive energy in it, and something for all of us to take away something from. It's just so beautiful. The other part that I can relate to a lot is when he's, singing that song about how important it was for him to leave home. I think his path to like stardom and, being an actor, singer, all this stuff is, so interesting. I think everything that's supposed to happen happens in our life. And so, he's talking about his dream of playing football, I think it was. Or his thoughts about joining the Navy, and his life could have been so different than it is right now. And part of him doing that exploration was leaving home and seeing what else life had to offer out there. I was born on an island. I spent my entire life there. I've visited the States before and other places, but I decided that I have a dream. And in order to achieve that dream, I also had to move away from home. Everything, everyone that I knew and loved, and like go on it alone. And he's talking about like coming back home, and I guess like he's from New York, went back to New York. But like it's really a process in self-discovery and doing all the things that seem so hard. I know, I think I was listening to Brene Brown or reading her book maybe. It feels like someone's talking to you when you're reading their book. And she's talking about how important it is for us to go after our dreams. If we do not go after our dreams, a little part inside of us is going to die. And you can definitely like redefine what a dream is, something that you wanted to do when you were 10. Maybe you don't want to do it as strongly right now as you did then, but if it's something you still really, really want to do, you're going to have like this nagging sensation or thought that is driving you to do that thing. And even though it's scary, right? Because he's talking about all the pressure of leaving home and all that stuff. Even though it's scary, like doing it anyway. We can all do hard things, and I think this album is just, it's so nice. It's just so nice. I mean, there's so much music out there. And I was just listening to Kanye West's new album. So he's like a solidified person in the game, and so everybody knows. But like, I love new artists and new music. I think there's so much creativity out there. And I just really, really enjoyed this entire album. And I think you should listen. Really. Bless your life. And watch another video. Thank you for watching.